Welcome to my mysterious girl.
Ouija board, conjuring real case.
Friends, every day we work hard for you, a heart-pounding animated horror for. We create stories. So if you like our stories, enjoying the stories of Mysterious Girl channel, if so, please subscribe to our channel and get notifications of our latest videos. Don't forget to press the bell icon, Ouija board. Some houses look completely normal from the outside. But sometimes they're walls. There is something hidden in me that is beyond our thoughts. It is also much more frightening. This story is about the world. The most famous paranormal investigators, Ed and Laren Warren, have a similar case, which he calls the most dangerous cases of his life. The Donovan family, hunting. Tad and Ellen Donovan, with their children, recently shifted to a new house with a common-looking man in a good locality. The first few months, everything was perfect. It was normal. But 19-year-old Patty Donovan difficulty adjusting to the new locality. Patty didn't have many friends, and his mom and dad are on him and his younger brother, but he was very strict. He tolerated his loneliness. Patty takes a Ouija board home to remove I brought it in. The Ouija board was a dangerous game. She could communicate with spirits. Asked the Ouija board if there was a spirit. Can you hear it? So, what's the Ouija board? The planchette moved swiftly to yes. Patty, at seeing this, she became more curious and asked that soul began to ask different questions. Patty found out that the soul belongs to a 19-year-old boy. Patty asked him if he was her friend. Will it be made? To which the boy's soul said yes. I answered, and that planchette was B-O-Y-F friend, means boyfriend. Then the spirit began praising Patty. The spirit said that Patty was different from the other girls. It's more beautiful. Slowly every day, Patty. She was happy to talk to him, and he was really. I consider that boy's soul as my boyfriend. She started to believe it, and then one day, Patty asked the spirit to appear before him. This is what happened when the lights in Patty's room went out, but not the first time with a planchette. And after that day, the Donovan family, everything changed for him. More on this story later. Before I move on, I want to tell you this, that the cajoling last rites which Ed and it is based on the last case of Laren Warren. Now available on Geo Hotstar, this is one of their, it's a case he'll never solve, found. The Smalls family hunting. Like this, a Ouija in Patty's life in the Donovan case. The board came in. Likewise, the cajoling last, one of the rides in the Smalls family's life. The mirror came which changed his entire life. It had changed. But what was it about this case that Varys was never able to solve it? Quickly watch this video to learn more. Go to Geo Hotstar and watch The Conjuring. Last rides. English, Hindi, or your own. Streaming now in preferred language. Only on Geo Hotstar. Strange at home. Things started happening. In the stillness of the night when everyone was asleep, there was a loud knock from inside the walls. Sounds started coming. These sounds came from a pipe or something. It was not the neighbors, but family members. It felt as if someone was behind the walls of a house. It was as if something was telling them from within. One night when people were sitting and having dinner, when it hit the wall, the photo suddenly fell down and broke. The next morning, when Mrs. Ellen Donan woke up, nearly all the people in the house, there were scratches on the walls as if someone had scratched them. You may have sat and scratched all night. Also, at home, I have a very strange smell of rotten flesh, and a foul smell of sulfur came and then suddenly disappeared, like someone throwing a dead animal into Ellen may have taken it from in front of. Gradually, that smell spread throughout the house. Family members started coming, whether open the window or turn on the exhaust or spray perfume. That foul smell in their house. I just couldn't leave. That day, Ted Donovan, when he went to the bathroom, he was shocked. Thick, red liquid like blood instead of water. It was coming out. They immediately called a plumber and have the pipes checked. According to the plumber, it was the rusty red color of old pipes. But then it started happening again and again, and in the house, it started happening to every member of the family. Every tap in the house, that thick red liquid was coming out of it. Now till then, all that was left was just sounds and smells, slowly, and it was turning into dangerous things. On the night of March 31st, 1974, all family members were watching TV in the drawing room when the whole The lights in the room suddenly started flickering, and the TV turned off automatically. A 6-foot tall, 100 kilograms heavy dresser ground to air. I got up and started walking around chairs, and images floated in the air. A black séance surrounded the walls of the entire house, and a strange growling sound in the house. It started echoing. Tad, scared, took the entire family to the hotel. I moved in, but even there the lights. There was a commotion, and there was screaming and shouting. Voices started coming in, because of which the hotel manager, they fired him. When he came back home, the house was completely destroyed, and cleaning fluids, alcohol on bedding, and the perfume was spilled, and on the walls, dirty abuses were written. The neighbors also heard growls from inside the house, and heard screams, but no one. I could not understand why all this was happening, and how is it happening, when the situation is out of control. Ted Donovan wrote about the paranormal. Investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren. Ed and Lorraine Warren are the world soap. He was a famous paranormal investigator. He solved many dangerous hunting cases. Ed and Lorraine were born when the Donovan family, when he reached home as soon as he stepped inside the house, said that the atmosphere there is suffocating. Ed Warren knocked twice on the wall. In response, Ed knocked twice against the wall. A voice called out. That foul smell still lingered in the house, and the tap still had the same red, thick water, was leaving. During the investigation, Lauren near Patty's room, a large black, his shadow was seen floating in the air. His eyes were red, and Lauren was very angry when she saw him. She started feeling weak, as if someone was talking to her, drawing energy. Then Ed came over and that shadow disappeared. The children in the house, he said that he had seen a black shadow several times. I've seen him standing by my bed. Rather, Mrs. Donovan also saw that dark shadow many times. In the kitchen, started prayers and my rituals, but whenever those prayers and rituals, loud noise in the walls of the house while starting the thuggery would begin. Their candles and the lamps would go out on their own. Whatever that spirit was, she didn't want theirs there. The attacks began to escalate. One night, while Mr. Gann Davin was asleep, as she was, she felt as if an invisible hand is choking them. When he was burned, there were scratch marks on his chest. Warren understood that this was just a cut. It is not a hatching, but an infestation. Infestation meant that there was someone wandering around, not a demonic spirit, but a demonic one. There is a demonic power that can harm the entire family. Lauren also said that this soul is not attached to this house. She even followed him into the hotel. Lauren also said that the soul does not exist on its own. It has come rather than some member of the family himself. And then Patty lights everyone up. 2. Yelled about the board. Borens understood. It was believed that the spirit was that of a teenage boy, but of a very dangerous entity who lies to Patty and manipulates her. Exorcism. This was the only last resort to escape from all this. Edward received permission from the church to perform an exorcism. When the priest began the exorcism, if this happened, the Donovan family's home would be in danger of war. The ground turned into room temperature ice. As it got colder, the walls started shaking. Strange noises began to be heard and many windows were broken. Suddenly it broke down. At that time, the whole family saw a black shadow. It appeared before them, and it felt extremely terrifying. Suddenly, the paddy wind, I started flying. That black shadow disappeared into the paddy. Gaia and Patty's eyes turned red. As the exorcism happened, I sat in pain. She started screaming, and then suddenly she went flying. She hit a wall a few feet away and fell unconscious. Suddenly all the sounds in the house stopped. The tap started to run clear. When she opened her eyes, she was absolutely fine. The exorcism was complete. Even today, the Donovan family home still stands. People live there, but those who have lived there fear. For those who lived it, it never ended. If you are also scared by such stories. So remember, sometimes some doors are always closed. Old things in your home should remain. One should always think before bringing it in. For example, Visa board in the Donovan family case, and that mirror in Small's family haunting. But what was there in that mirror and why was it there? Never managed to solve your last case?
Subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon.